Hello, everyone, and welcome to Higher Self Realities. This is Reverend Bilson, and thank you for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about 6 attitudes that will hinder your spirituality. A lot of people wonder why they are not making enough progress or satisfactory progress in their spirituality. Sometimes it has to do with our attitude. This doesn't mean that we are bad people, but there are attitudes that can hurt our advancement on the path of spirituality. And by identifying these attitudes, we will be armed with the right knowledge and understanding about who we are to be able to confront these attitudes so that they don't come between us and our progress. So let's now go into those 6 attitudes. The first one is being closed-minded. Okay, being closed-minded. Spirituality is about being open-minded because there is a lot to discover. There is a lot to explore. However, when we come into this world, we are put into boxes. We are told where to go, where not to go, what to think, what not to think, what to believe, and what not to believe. These things over time become our comfort zone. And when we become too comfortable over time, this comfort zone can become a prison that prevents us from seeing the light of reality. So beware of being closed-minded. Beware of being too narrow in your perception of what is real and what is not real, what is true and what isn't true. Spirituality is not about taking dogmatic positions. Spirituality is about openness. If you want to grow, if you want to progress fast and smoothly in spirituality, let go some of your preconceived ideas that have put you in a box and be open-minded. The next thing is procrastination. I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do this next week, I'll do it next year, I'm waiting for this time, I'm waiting for this season, next month, and so on and so forth. There is always an excuse. If we are interested in looking for excuses, we'll always find excuses. Spirituality is a way of life that you must embrace. It's not a set of beliefs that you can just accept or reject. It's a whole change in lifestyle, attitude. And this means that we cannot have the luxury of procrastinating. Okay? So we need to understand that spirituality is about commitment. Spirituality will take time. It will take discipline and consistency. Without these attitudes, it would be impossible to make any significant progress in spirituality. So if you want to grow, beware of procrastination, because it can really come between you and the vast field of infinite possibilities for growth that await you. Let's now look at the next thing. The next thing is about condemning others, a critical attitude, a judgmental attitude. Spirituality is the very opposite. And when you have a critical attitude, you're constantly pointing, accusing fingers at people, accusing people about what they believe, having this superiority complex and looking down on others, putting others down, it really hurts our growth. It becomes a major hindrance to our spirituality. Spirituality is about treating everybody as divine. And the more spiritual you become, the less judgmental you become. This will happen naturally. Maybe as you are listening to me, you can relate to this already. But as you advance on the path of spirituality, naturally, you lose your desire to judge people. And that frees up space in your mind and heart to even grow more. So beware of condemning people. If you want to really experience the profound benefits of spirituality, then watch out and guard against judgmental attitude. Let's move on to the next thing, which is fear, being fearful. We are not talking about fear as a form of caution, as a form of guarding our safety. We are talking about that kind of fear that cripples people, paralyzes people, and can have debilitating effects on us. That kind of fear can hinder our spiritual growth. The most common forms of fear that inhibit spiritual growth are the following: fear of risk. Because spirituality involves a lot of risk. Spirituality is not about having a comfort zone. It's unlike religion or institutional religion where everything is provided for you and you feel safe because you are in this wall. Okay, you are surrounded by these four walls and you are with other people and you feel safe. You follow a specific timetable, you follow a certain set of doctrines, and so you feel safe. Spirituality will involve taking steps that are a little bit risky. We are not encouraging you, obviously, to just take chaotic risk. No, at some point you need to use wisdom and discernment so that you tread carefully. However, being too risk averse will prevent you from exploring what the universe has for you to discover. Sometimes too, the problem is the fear of unknown, because spirituality indeed is about discovering the unknown. That's the very nature of spirituality. So if you have a problem with discovering the unknown, then spirituality is not for you, perhaps. But at the end of the day, though, you still need spirituality if you are going to really unearth your full potential. So beware of being too risk averse and beware of your fear of the unknown, and also the fear of hell, especially people in Christianity. At some point, if you really want to grow spiritually, you should take another look about your fear of hell. One day, at the right time, I will address the question of hell, but the fear of hell can hinder so many people from the benefits of spirituality. It can make you a prisoner and you are unable to really go out as a child of God and experience the glorious liberty of the children of God. The Bible says that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty, and fear does not give you liberty. Fear of risk, fear of the unknown, and fear of hell doesn't give you any liberty to really explore the world of spirits. So watch out about fear and do something about it before it hinders your spirituality. The next thing is lack of practice. Okay, lack of practice. Some people love to read about spirituality. Others love the idea of watching people practice spirituality. They can spend the whole day watching YouTube videos about people practicing spirituality, and they love to hear about spirituality. But the one thing they will never do is to actually get their feet wet and begin to practice spirituality so that they become practitioners of the word and not just hearers of the word. Lack of practice is a major hindrance to spirituality. What you hear is not enough. What you watch others do is not enough. Reading about spirituality won't make you more spiritual. The most important thing here, the operative word is practice, practice, practice. If you want to be spiritual, then get over whatever is holding you back and begin to actually incorporate spiritual exercises into your life. Meditation, being around nature, practicing yoga, whatever it takes to really begin to experience spirituality, and at some point even begin to contact spirit so that we begin to bridge the gap between us and the spirit world. If you want to be a good swimmer, it won't help you to just read about swimming. You can't become a swimmer simply by reading about it or hearing about it or watching others swim. The best way to learn swimming is at the end of the day to jump into the pool, to jump into the ocean or whatever body of water is there. That's how you learn to swim. So it is okay to read. I'm not against reading. It's okay to watch and hear about people's experiences with spirituality. But at the end of the day, the question is, what are you doing? You need to practice. Lack of practice can be a hindrance unto you. So I'll bring this to an end. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far and you've learned a few principles and a few things that can help you to get over potential obstacles to your own growth and spirituality. If you haven't subscribed, this will be a good time. Go ahead and subscribe so that you always get a notification as soon as I put out a video. And thank you all for watching. Be sure to share, comment, and like. Let us hear from you. Until next time, this is Reverend Bilson saying bye for now. Stay blessed.